Besides the chalkboards and the piano, and this is the principal's office, another door connecting, but as we walk in here, the students would attend school every day, and this would kind of be the view that they would see. They would see, there's a screen, so the more I zoom, the harder is that Sugarloaf Mountain. Dayton is below it, the town of Dayton, which is either the first or the second settlement in Nevada. There's a debate between Dayton and Genoa, which settlement started first. We've also, besides summiting and investigating strangeness in the Flowery Mountain Range and Sugarloaf, we also investigated this old rail yard. That's the Truckee rail yard. And if you follow it, there's actually a tunnel. Let's see if I can get this mountain a little better. There we go. I stood on top of there in December of last year. Actually, the year before that. So, and then the kids would look out and they would see the mining occurring of the Comstock lode. So there's lots of different aspects to the school, because the school would play a very important role as the miners went to work. See, they took the chalk away. I can't write my name. Thank you, generous sponsors and host. I cannot write Lord Rick or AngelOfThyNight. See, you got mining going on up here. And then if you come over here, it seems like a fairly empty room, but oh, look at that little dune buggy I just seen. Oh, I missed it. Mount Davison, you can't really see it, but Mount Davison is all the way to the right, and it has a big V for Virginia City. It's the largest mountain that overshadows Virginia City itself. Is there anything good back here? Oh, no chair, just chairs. Hey, I might get an EVP. Who knows? Anyways, this room's rather large. Not a lot of history. This is a massive industrial complex sprung up in the 1800s during Virginia City into a prominent settlement between Denver and San Francisco. These were mines, offices, pumping and hoisting works, and mills and reduction works, and wood and mine tailing piles, and foundries, and vast infrastructures of road utilities, communications, supply lines, besides a commercial section of the cities consisting of hotels, merchants, saloons, restaurants, livery stables, stock exchanges, fraternal clubs, lodging houses. The area was dotted with schools, churches, and orphanage, a hospital, firehouses, and neighborhoods of every type of home, from cabins to mansions. Mark Twain, along with several other well-known journalists, served as a reporter for the Territorial Enterprise and began his career here. This is where it all began for Mark Twain. Many presidents and politicians visited here also. They came here to party. You know, they had opium houses, they had bordellos, they had brothels, they had saloons, high-class ones where only certain members were allowed. Many of the prospectors who flooded in here became millionaires. This is the panorama of Virginia City in 1876. Of course, they didn't have panoramas back then, so he took it section by section. By Carlton E. Watkins of the year after the fire destroyed 2/3 of the city. So all these structures you see, most of them are no longer existent due to that fire. Virginia City is mostly rebuilt. Notice the center photograph with the newly constructed 4 Ford schools surrounding and scaffolding. That's because the scaffolding was because they were renovating it. This is Virginia City now, okay? Look, Virginia City now. There's Mount Davison with the V. And this is Virginia City in the 1800s. Notice the Virginia City in the 1800s was much larger. And when the fire occurred, Virginia City became much more vacated. Like, for example, there were supposed to be numerous houses here. There's not. The fire took them out. I've stood up here. This is part of the Comstock Trail. Oh, look at this, guys. Today, Virginia City offers a step back in the early days of the American West. The town was named among the nation's top 12 distinctive destinations by the National Trust for Historic Preservation. Was presented the Distinctive Destinations Award in February 2009. Virginia City is among the largest federally designated historic landmark districts in America. It's also one of the most haunted places. That's why I go here, folks. And now is officially maintained in the near original condition C Street. The city's commercial row is still lined with the 1860s and 1870s buildings they have maintained or restored, and now specialty shops of all kinds. So, do we like to shop in Virginia City? Yes. Visitors who have a passion for history can walk along the authentic boardwalks, view historic churches, 19th century homes, historic cemeteries, and the last school building of its kind still standing in the entire United States. Here's a chalkboard. Will someone please find me some chalk? What is this right here? Old electrical lines or what? That looks real safe. That looks like it could burn down the entire school. Wow. Anyways, this is Lord Rick. Where's my EMF detector? Let's take a few readings, see if we get anything. Let me see it for a second. Hello, is there anybody here with me? We are on green. Let's see if we can get it to spike. If you're here with me, it's October 2014. Not too far away from Halloween, so this is our special ghostly investigation. And a good Ghostbuster can investigate day or night and still produce results. It seems like the previous, well, 2 classrooms previous in this appears to be the area where there's a lot of activity. And I think that's because there was a lot of desks and there was a printing press and there was a lot of things going on. It was an active room. It may have been more active than this, so the energies are not as present as the other room, which I have no answer for why the school desk is doing what it's doing. Anyway, here's an old school chalkboard. Here's another old school chalkboard. If I find that chalk, I swear I'm going to mark my territory here. I'm going to do it. Anyways, no readings. I'll hand the EMF detector back to Jared. I'll see you guys in a bit. We thank you for watching as we investigate the Fourth Ward Schoolhouse, historic schoolhouse of Virginia City. This is Lord Rick.